Good morning and Jai Swaminarayan. Today we are going to start our chapter number 7, Congruence of Triangles in Mathematics subject for grade 7th. I have prepared separate notes for your reference. I will be sending a PDF file along with this video having solutions of different exercises and notes. You have to write down the notes and exercise in your mathematics notebook. So let us start with our chapter number 7. Congruence of triangles. What do you mean by congruent? Two objects are congruent if they have same shape and size. The relation of two objects being congruent is called congruence. For example, keys of same lock, shaving blades of same company, biscuits in same packet, two stems of same denominations, etc. are congruent objects. Now, congruence of plane figures. Here you can see two different figures are there, F1 and F2. The plane figures are compared using the method of superposition. That is, if we place the figure F1 on F2, it will superimpose on each other. If figure F1 is congruent to figure F2, we write F1 equal to F2. Congruence among line segment. Here two line segments, line segment AB and line segment CD are given. If two line segments have same length, they are congruent. Also, if two line segments are congruent, they have the same length. The vice versa is also true. Here I have written line segments are congruent. This is the congruence sign. Their lengths are same. The symbol congruence is used to mean that the two statements given are such that if one of them is given, it means the other two. That is, if one of them is correct, the second will be is true. In figure, trace copy of line segment CD completely covers line segment AB. Hence, line segment AB is congruent to line segment CD. Congruence of angles. Here you can see two figures, two angles have been drawn. Angle ABC and angle PQR of same measure 40 degree. Two angles are congruent if they have the same measure. That is, angles are congruent if their measures are same. In the given figure, the trace copy of angle PQR completely covers angle ABC. So we write angle ABC is equal to angle PQR, which means angle ABC is congruent to angle PQR. Congruence of triangles. Here you can see two different triangles have been drawn, triangle ABC and triangle PQR. Two triangles are congruent if they are copies of each other, and when superposed they cover each other exactly. That is, if triangle ABC is kept on triangle PQR, it will cover the triangle PQR. Triangle ABC and triangle PQR have the same size and shape. They are congruent. So we would express this as triangle ABC congruence triangle PQR. That is, the length of AB is equal to PQ, the length of BC is equal to QR, and the length of AC is equal to length of PR. Also, angle A is equal to angle P, angle B is equal to angle Q, and angle C is equal to angle R. That is, the corresponding parts or matching parts of congruent triangles are equal. That is, the correspondence A corresponds to P, B corresponds to Q, and C corresponds to R. So we can write ABC corresponds to PQR. Now exercise 7.1. Complete the following statements. Here in blue, I have underlined the blue color. These are the answers for the statements given. Two line segments are congruent if they have the same length. Among two congruent angles, one has a measure of 70 degree, the measure of the other angle is also 70 degree. When we write angle A equal to angle B, we actually means measure of angle A is equal to measure of angle B. Now question number 2. Give any two examples of real life for congruent shapes, which you have already learnt previously. Here the examples are given, or you can write the answer given on page number 131 of your textbook. Do this part. Question number 3. If ABC is congruent to angle FED under the correspondence ABC corresponds to FED. Write all the corresponding congruent parts of the triangles. So you have to draw triangle ABC and triangle FED. Now it is given if angle ABC corresponds to triangle FED under the correspondence ABC correspondence FED, it follows the congruent parts of congruent triangles are equal. Therefore, the corresponding congruent parts of the triangles are AB equal to FE, BC equal to ED, AC equal to FD, and angle A equal to angle F, angle B equal to angle E, and angle C equal to angle D. Question number 4. If triangle DEF is congruent to triangle BCA, write the corresponding parts of triangle BCA that corresponds to. Now, first angle E, second line segment EF, third angle F, and fourth will be line segment DF. So, triangle DEF is congruent to triangle BCA. Therefore, the correspondence is DEF corresponds to BCA. Here you can see I have drawn the triangle DEF and BCA. This means D corresponds to B, E corresponds to C, and F corresponds to A. Therefore, for the first, angle E corresponds to angle C. Here you can see angle E corresponds to angle C. Line segment EF corresponds to line segment CA. Angle F corresponds to angle A. Line segment DF corresponds to line segment BA. Now, moving ahead with the theoretical part, criteria for congruence of triangles. So there are 4 different criteria. First one is SSS congruence criteria. That means side congruence criteria. Here you can see 2 different triangles have been drawn, triangle ABC and triangle DEF. Line segment BC is equal to line segment EF. Line segment AC is equal to line segment DF. Line segment AB equal to line segment DE. If under a given correspondence, the 3 sides of the triangle are respectively equal to the 3 sides of another triangle, then the triangles are congruent. In the given figure, side AB is equal to side DE, AB equal to DE, side BC is equal to side EF, side AC equal to side DF. So by SSS criteria of congruence, that is side, here 3 sides are of same length, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Now moving ahead to SAS congruence criteria. SAS means side angle side. Here you can see again triangle ABC and triangle DEF have been drawn. Side AB is equal to side DE, side AC equal to side DF, and angle A equal to angle D. If under a corresponding 2 sides and the angle included between the triangle are respectively equal to the sides and the angle included between them of another triangle, then the triangle are congruent. In the given figure, side AB equal to side DE, angle A equal to angle D, and side AC is equal to side DF. So by SAS criteria of congruence, that is side angle side criteria of congruence, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Third one, ASA congruence criteria, that is angle side angle congruence. Here again you can see triangle ABC and triangle DEF have been drawn. Length of BC is equal to length of EF, angle B is equal to angle E, angle C is equal to angle F. If under a correspondence 2 angles and the included side of a triangle are equal to 2 corresponding angles and the included side of another triangle, then the triangles are congruent. That is angle B equal to angle E, angle C equal to angle F, and length of BC is equal to length of EF. So by angle side angle criteria of congruence, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. The last one, that is fourth, RHS congruence criteria, that is right hand side congruence. If under a correspondence, the hypotenuse and one side of a right angle triangle are respectively equal to the hypotenuse and one side of another right angle triangle, then the triangles are congruent. That is in figure ABC is a right angle triangle and DEF also a right angle triangle at E. So angle B equal to angle E, and angle C equal to angle F. Now moving ahead to exercise 7.2. In this chapter only 2 exercises are there. So in this single video only I have covered the whole chapter. Question number 1. Which congruence criteria do you use in the following? Here given side AC is equal to side DF, that is AC equal to DF, AB equal to DE, and BC is equal to EF. So triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Here you can see all the three sides are equal. So by side congruence criterion it holds the true. Question number 1, sum number B, you have to do as your homework. Question number C. Here two triangles MLN and FGH have been given. Here angle MLN, that is MLN is equal to angle FGH. Angle NML is equal to angle GFH. Also ML equal to FG. Here you can see two angles and one side has been given. So here angle side angle, that is ASA congruence criterion has been used to prove it true. Sum number D. Here you can see two triangles of having right angle at A and right angle at C are been given. So here you can see two sides EB equal to DB, EB equal to DB, AE equal to BC, AE equal to BC, angle A equal to angle C equal to 90. Angle A and angle C are 90. So here you can see a right angle is there, so we have to use RHS congruence criteria to make this statement true. Question number 2. You want to show that triangle ART is congruent to triangle PEN. If you have to use side criteria, then you need to show AR is equal to PE. Here I have drawn the triangles ART and PEN. Here you can see AR, that is AR will be equal to PE, RT will be equal to EN, and AT will be equal to PN. If it is given that angle T is equal to angle N, you need to use side angle side criteria. You need to have RT equal to EN and PN equal to AT. Now if it is given that AT equal to PN and you have to use angle side angle criteria, you need to have angle RAT, that is RAT equal to angle EPN, and angle ATR, that is ATR will be equal to angle PNE. Question number 3. You have to show that triangle AMP is congruent to triangle AMQ. In the following, supply the missing reasons. Here the answers have been written in blue, the questions have been written in black. Here you can see two triangles are given, AMP and AMQ. Here PM is equal to MQ. Also measure of AMP is equal to AMQ. So PM is equal to QM. PM equal to QM, that is given. Also angle PMA equal to angle QMA, it is also given. AM equal to AM, it is common line segment. Also triangle AMP is congruent to triangle AMQ by SAS congruence criteria. Question number 4. In triangle ABC, angle A equal to 30, angle B equal to 40, and angle C is equal to 110. In triangle PQR, angle P equal to 30, angle Q equal to 40, and angle R equal to 110. A student says that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR by AAA, that is angle congruence criterion. Is he justified? Why or why not? That is the statement true or false? We have to give the reason. So the criteria AAA is not followed, right? Because the two triangles are congruent, because angle shows the direction of any triangle and not its size. That is that, and measure of the angles are given, not the measure of the different line segments have been given. Question number 5. In the figure, two triangles are congruent. The corresponding parts are marked. We can write triangle RAT is congruent to which triangle? Here you can see two triangles are there, RAT and PWO. Here you can see angle R is equal to angle O, angle T is equal to angle N, angle A equal to angle W. Also, side AT is equal to NO, side AR equal to WO. Here it is given that AT is equal to ON, AT is equal to ON, AR is equal to OW, AR is equal to OW, angle A equal to angle O, angle R equal to angle W, and angle T is equal to angle N. Therefore, triangle RAT is congruent to triangle WON. Moving ahead to question number 6. Complete the congruence statements. Here, for first one, here you can see two triangles BCA and BTA have been given. Where A is the right angle, we have to write the congruent part of triangle BCA. BCA. Here you can see it is given BT equal to BC. Here it has been marked. AC equal to AT and angle TBA is equal to angle CBA. Therefore, triangle BCA, that is BCA, is congruent to triangle BTA. Here in second figure, triangle PQT and triangle QSR have been given. Here you can see angle P is equal to angle R, side PQ is equal to side TQ, and QS is equal to side QR. Also angle T is equal to angle S. So we have to write the congruent part of triangle QRS, that is QRS. Here it is given angle P is equal to angle R, angle T is equal to angle S, and PT equal to QR. Therefore, triangle QRS is congruent to triangle TPQ. Question number 7. In a squared sheet, draw two triangles of equal area such that the triangles are congruent and the triangles are not congruent. What can you say about their perimeter? In first one, the triangles are congruent, then the perimeter are also equal. We know that. And if the triangles are not congruent, then the perimeter will not be equal. Question number 8. If triangle ABC and triangle PQR are to be congruent, name one additional pair of corresponding parts. What criteria did you use? Here you can see triangle ABC and triangle PQR are right angle at B and right angle at Q respectively. Angle C is equal to angle R. For triangle ABC and triangle PQR to be congruent, we must need BC equal to QR, angle B equal to angle Q, and angle C equal to angle R. That is given. Therefore, by angle side angle congruence criteria, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. Last sum. Explain why triangle ABC is congruent to triangle FED. Here you can see two triangles have been given, ABC and FED. Here angle B is the right angle and here angle E is the right angle. Side BC equal to side ED and angle A equal to angle F. So it is given that angle A equal to angle F, angle B equal to angle E. Adding this, that is angle A plus angle B is equal to angle E plus angle F. Or by angle sum property, that is measure of three angles is 180. Therefore, by subtracting angle A plus angle B from 180 and subtracting angle F plus angle E from 180, on both sides we have written. Therefore, we can also write angle C is equal to angle D. Now, angle B plus angle E is equal to 90. It is given. Here you can see it is 90. BC is equal to ED, also given. And angle C is equal to angle D. It has been proved. So, by angle side angle congruence criteria, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle FED. The chapter is over. I will be sending you PDF of the solutions along with this video. Please write it in your mathematics notebook. The next chapter that we are going to start is chapter number 12, algebraic expressions. It is same as simple equations. If the theory of simple equations is has been clear in your mind, then algebraic expressions will be a very easy chapter for you. And remember that algebraic expressions, simple equations are the chapters that have been continued in your 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th grade also. So it is very important to have a clear picture of the concept of these chapters. Okay, thank you. Bye bye for now. Take care. Stay home. Stay safe.